In this video, fellow YouTubers, it's nice to see you again. We're going to do a comparison between the Line 6 Spider Valve Mark II, which has a digital preamp section, but uses a single 12AX7 tube after the preamp section, and then goes into 4 6L6 tubes, or valves as you Europeans like to call it. That's why it's called a Spider Valve. It still has all the extras that the Spider series does. It actually has 16 amplifiers. But the biggest thing I noticed about it is they took 16 mediocre amps and put it into one amp. And I will show that to you. I'm using a LTD EC1000 Deluxe. EMG 81 in the bridge and 85 in the neck. I'll be using the 85 for the clean tone, 81 for the distorted. So we're going to start off doing a clean tone, doing the Line 6. You can see, I got to change the input. It has a very good clean sound because it's not having to push much distortion or anything. But as you can tell, when I hit any D note, it overpowers every other note that I'm playing, and that's one thing I really didn't like about it. Second, there's not much resonance. So that is the clean sound. Now I'm going to go to my main distortion for heavier riffs. As you can hear, there's not much resonance. When I palm mute, there's not much bass behind it, and it actually muddies up the sound quite a bit. So this is so overall it muddies it up. You can hear that it's digital. Here's my solo channel. As long as you're not doing much palm muting, it sounds great. But when I play mostly metal, going by, if you see my guitars over there, I got a C1 Hellraiser with the splittable EMG 81 and 89 in the neck, a 7-string with a 81-7 in the bridge and a 707 in the neck. Over there, you got the Dean Exhibition Ultra. That's the one that actually has the USB interface built into it. Next to it, you have the BC Rich Kelly King Beast V limited edition. That's number 34 of only 220. And the one with his back turned to you, with his neck and body turned away, everything turned away. That is an Ibanez AG75. I'm starting to learn classical. So the main thing is with the Line 6, there's a lot of different basically they took 16 mediocre amps and put it into one, which isn't all that great. So now I'm going to switch over to the Blackstar. So if you can give me 1 second, I just have to unplug the line 6, and I'm going to shut off the line 6 so you will see that I'm not using it, and this is all Blackstar. The line 6 was pretty much an impulse buy because I wanted an amp that could do pretty much everything. Well, it can do everything except metal. With my the digital preamp, every effect you can do pre or post the digital preamp. Well, with the 2 distortion sounds that I had an equalizer, stomp pedal, post the preamp. So I was able to dial in almost my exact tone. But the Blackstar does a lot better job when it comes to metal. Okay. Strymon actually made a basically, it was an overdrive pedal that you could put, it went right here. It was actually part of the input jack, and it basically sandwiched the digital section between 2 tubes. In the Blackstar, we have 1 ECC 82 and 2 ECC 83s, and 4 for the power section, 4 EL 34s. Another thing I noticed between line 6 and the Blackstar is when you turn the line 6 on, the tubes don't start glowing and warm up completely like the Blackstar does when you turn it on and have it on standby. That will cut your tube life down. I don't know exactly how much. I've only had it for 2 months. But the Blackstar I've had for about a week now. So I was able to dial in my preset tones. It has the ISF feature, which is called the Infinite Shape feature. All the way towards 0 gives you an American sound. All the way towards 10 gives you a more British muffled sound. So we're going to start off with a clean channel, and a quick little tidbit about Blackstar. How Blackstar came to be was when Marshall decided to start promoting the MG series and some other series that was mainly nothing but, yeah, it was nothing but solid state. There was quite a few. I can't remember which part of Marshall they actually worked with, but it was a very important part. It was actually building the amps. They cashed in their 401ks and they started Blackstar. So that's how Blackstar came to be. So again, I'm going to do a clean sound and then overdrive and just show you the main difference. You can tell there that when I hit the D note on the A string, that it doesn't overpower the other strings. But the most important part of this amp is this part. You want to play metal? lot more, you don't have all the features that the Line 6 does that has pretty much any effect you could possibly think of, even a pitch shifter, an octave shifter, a built-in wah pedal. But overall, you can hear that. I don't know how well you can hear because I am just using a phone. They're not mic'd up. And I am using a Randall 4x12 cabinet, which is built for metal, as you can see. The LED lighting I did myself. It actually came undone from the top one, so I'm going to have to figure that out. But overall, you can just hear the difference. And that's the biggest thing, is Line 6 took 16 mediocre amps and put it into 1 amp. So you could have the best of everything. With the Blackstar, you have 3 channels, a clean and 2 distortions, 2 overdrives. The overdrive, I'm actually using overdrive 2, but overdrive 1 is more of a classic metal, not as much gain, but this is a very good high gain amp. Right now, Randall is only producing the Diavolo series. If you're looking for something that's about 100 watts, you have the Diavolo, you have the Thrasher, which is about $1,200 US, and soon Satan and the 667 is coming, and Kirk Hammett's signature amp. Right now you can get his smaller signature, but not the big one yet. At least where I've looked. All the internet, American Musical Supply, Zounds, Sweetwater, Sam Ash, American Musical Supply, Musician's Friend. I probably mentioned one more than once. But basically, when you're going to buy an amp, do your research. My Line 6, I bought, basically it was an impulse buy. Big mistake on my part because it did not do everything, and I had to shell out an extra $200 for the pedal so I could unlock all the extra features. Because once you get the pedal, you get what's called you can plug your computer in and download an update, which is called the Infusion FX package. Gives you 56 extra effects, and also gives more overall quality to each of the amps. So it's basically an incentive to buy the pedal, but it's $200. My suggestion: go to a Guitar Center and order one that's used. I got one for $134, and that's with shipping. So, and I live in Central Georgia. This came from Fresno, California. So $134 with shipping. But that's it when it comes to this video. I was just basically doing a quick tutorial of what it sounds like with a digital preamp and valve or tube power section compared to a pure tube amp. So until next time, YouTubers, peace.